All right, so you're getting ready for an interview for an e-business manager position.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah. And to help you really nail this, we've got some great resources from RoleCatcher,
Yeah.
career guides, interview guides, and even some AI tools.
It's like having a secret weapon for your job search.
Right. Fantastic.
What's really cool about these resources is they don't just prep you for like the usual questions, like tell me about yourself and all that.
Right.
They actually help you understand what this role is all about and where it can take you in your career. So think of this deep dive as your personal guide to becoming an e-business manager.
I like the personal guide.
Yeah.
So let's start with the basics. What exactly does an e-business manager do?
Okay, well, imagine you're the architect of a company's entire online presence.
Okay.
That's what an e-business manager does.
Wow.
You're not just selling stuff online, you're crafting the entire strategy.
Right.
You're collaborating with marketing and sales teams, you're optimizing websites, and you're diving deep into data to see what's working and what's not.
So it's a pretty big picture role.
Absolutely.
What kind of skills do you need to be successful?
Well, RoleCatcher's career guide highlights a few key areas.
Okay.
You need a good mix of technical know-how, business smarts, and a knack for staying ahead of the curve. We're talking website development, digital marketing, data analysis, and understanding like what makes customers tick online.
That sounds like a lot.
It is. It's a challenging role, but it's also incredibly rewarding.
Yeah. And the good news is we're going to break it down for you in this deep dive.
Absolutely.
So let's jump right into some common interview questions you might encounter.
Okay, sounds good.
First up, walk me through your experience with website development and maintenance. How would you approach that one?
Okay, well, this is where you showcase your technical skills.
Mm-hmm.
The interviewer wants to know about your hands-on experience. So think about specific projects you've worked on, the tools and platforms you're comfortable with, like website builders, content management systems, or analytics platforms.
Yeah.
Don't just say, I've built websites.
Yeah.
Get specific, right? Details matter.
Exactly.
What if you've used a specific technology that's mentioned in the job description?
Oh, definitely highlight that.
Okay.
Show them you've done your homework and you have the skills they're looking for. And here's where RoleCatcher's AI can give you an edge. Their platform can actually analyze the job description in your resume and point out any skill gaps you can address before the interview.
That's like having a personal resume reviewer.
Exactly. It's a fantastic tool.
Okay, next question. Give an example of a successful online marketing campaign you've managed. How would you approach this one?
All right, this is your chance to shine.
Okay.
Pick a campaign that demonstrates your strategic thinking and your ability to get results. Did you increase website traffic, boost sales conversions, improve brand awareness? Whatever it is, make sure you quantify your success numbers. Always impress.
So it's not enough to just describe the campaign, you need to back it up with data. Absolutely. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, and result. Paint a picture of the situation. Outline the task, explain the actions you took, and highlight the positive outcomes using concrete metrics.
I like the STAR method.
Yeah, it's a really helpful framework.
What if the interviewer follows up with, what were some of the challenges you faced during that campaign and how did you overcome them?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
It shows you're not just highlighting successes, you're acknowledging the bumps in the road. So choose a challenge that demonstrates problem-solving skills. Maybe you had to adjust your strategy midway through or deal with an unexpected budget cut. Explain how you navigated the situation and turned it into a positive.
It's all about showing you can think on your feet and adapt to changing circumstances.
Exactly.
Which is so important in this field.
Absolutely.
This brings us to another important aspect, staying up to date with the latest trends in e-business.
Right.
So how do you stay current with the latest trends and technologies in e-business?
Okay, well, this is where you show you're a lifelong learner, which is essential in this fast-paced field. Mention specific resources you follow, like industry blogs, podcasts, online courses, or conferences. Are you experimenting with any new tools or platforms? Share that the key is to convey your genuine passion for the industry.
I love that it's not just about listing things, it's about showing your enthusiasm
Right, exactly.
for continuous learning.
Yeah.
What if they ask a follow-up question like, what emerging trend in e-business are you most excited about and why?
Oh, that's a chance to showcase your forward-thinking mindset.
Okay.
Have you been reading about advancements in AI-powered personalization, the rise of shoppable video content? Pick a trend that genuinely interests you and explain why it's relevant to the future of e-business.
It's a chance to show you're not just keeping up, you're thinking ahead.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about another crucial skill for e-business managers.
Okay.
Time management.
Right.
The question might be phrased as, how do you prioritize tasks and manage your workload? What's the best way to tackle this one?
Okay, this is about demonstrating your organizational skills and your ability to handle pressure. Do you use specific project management tools or techniques? Do you have a system for prioritizing tasks? Be specific and give real-world examples. Maybe you successfully managed a complex project with tight deadlines or implemented a new workflow that improved your team's efficiency.
So it's not enough to just say you're organized. You need to prove it with concrete examples.
Right, show don't tell.
I like that. What if they ask, tell me about a time you had to juggle multiple deadlines. How did you handle it?
That's a chance to showcase your prioritization skills. Did you use a specific framework like the Eisenhower matrix to identify urgent versus important tasks? Did you delegate, effectively explain the steps you took to stay on top of your workload and ensure everything was delivered on time?
It's all about showing you can handle the pressure and deliver results even when things get hectic.
Absolutely.
And that brings us to another important aspect, measuring success.
Okay.
How would you answer the question, how do you measure the success of an e-business initiative?
All right. Well, this is where you demonstrate your understanding of data and key performance indicators, KPIs. What metrics are most important in e-commerce? Think about conversion rates, customer acquisition costs, return on investment, things that show a real impact on the business.
So you need to show you can analyze data to make informed decisions and drive growth.
Exactly.
What if they ask, what tools or platforms do you use for data analysis? Can you give an example of a time you used data to improve a specific metric?
This is where you can mention your experience with tools like Google Analytics Tableau or other analytics platforms, then share a specific example of how you use data to make a positive impact. Maybe you identified a drop in conversion rates on a certain page and used A/B testing to optimize the design and improve performance.
It's about connecting the dots between data insights and action.
Precisely.
And again, RoleCatcher's AI can be incredibly helpful here.
Yeah.
Their platform can actually provide feedback on your interview answers,
Wow.
including how well you incorporate data and metrics.
That's like having a data analyst in your pocket.
Right, helping you refine your responses and make sure you're hitting all the right points.
I love it.
We're just getting started.
Oh, yeah, there's so much more to cover.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll tackle even more challenging interview questions and explore how RoleCatcher can help you ace every step of the process.
Can't wait. Welcome back. We're diving deeper into these e-business manager interview questions, giving you the insights you need to truly stand out.
All right, let's jump into some more specialized questions you might encounter, for example. How do you ensure a smooth and engaging user experience on an e-commerce platform? What are the key things to touch on here?
Okay, well, this question is all about showing your grasp of what makes a website or app user-friendly. Think about easy navigation, fast loading times, mobile responsiveness, clear calls to action, anything that creates a seamless and enjoyable experience for the customer.
So it's almost like putting yourself in the customer's shoes
Exactly.
and thinking, what would make me want to buy from this site?
Right. You need to demonstrate that you understand the customer journey from the moment they land on the site to the checkout process.
Yeah, okay.
You need to show you're thinking about how to make that journey as smooth and enjoyable as possible.
What are some specific strategies or techniques you would mention?
I'd start by talking about the importance of user research. You know, you need to understand your target audience, their needs, preferences, and pain points.
Okay.
Then you can implement best practices for website usability and accessibility.
User research is so crucial. You can't just assume you know what users want.
Right.
You have to gather data and get insights directly from them.
Absolutely. And once you have that information, you can use tools like heat maps and analytics to track user behavior and identify areas for improvement. A/B testing is also a great way to compare different versions of a website or app and see which performs better.
And of course, mobile optimization is essential these days. More people are shopping on their phones than ever before.
Oh, absolutely.
So your e-commerce platform needs to be mobile friendly.
A seamless experience across all devices is a must-have.
Right.
Now, this next question focuses on a different skill set.
Okay.
How do you manage relationships with external partners and vendors?
That sounds like it requires some serious communication and negotiation skills.
You're spot on. Business managers work with a wide range of external partners, including marketing agencies, web developers, payment processors, logistics providers. The list goes on.
So it's a lot of juggling different relationships and making sure everyone is on the same page.
Exactly. When answering this question, focus on your ability to build rapport, set clear expectations, and resolve conflicts constructively.
So what kind of examples would you share to demonstrate those skills?
Think about successful partnerships you've managed in the past. Did you negotiate a great deal with a vendor? Did you collaborate with a partner to launch a successful marketing campaign? Those examples demonstrate your ability to work effectively with others and achieve positive outcomes.
It's all about showcasing your teamwork and collaboration skills. Now let's move on to a topic that's becoming increasingly important in e-commerce:
Okay.
security.
Okay.
How would you answer the question? How do you ensure an e-commerce platform is secure and complies with relevant regulations?
Okay, well, this is a critical question, especially with the growing concerns about data privacy and security breaches. You need to demonstrate that you understand the importance of protecting customer data and complying with regulations like GDPR, CCPA, or PCI DSS.
So it's not just about having a secure website. It's about understanding the legal and ethical implications of handling customer data.
Precisely, you need to talk about the specific steps you would take to ensure compliance. This might include implementing strong security protocols, conducting regular security audits, and training employees on data security best practices.
What if the interviewer follows up with, "Can you give an example of a specific security measure you implemented and the positive impact it had?"
Oh, that's a great opportunity to showcase your proactive approach to security. Maybe you implemented multi-factor authentication for user accounts or introduced a new system for encrypting sensitive data. Highlight how these measures strengthen security and built trust with customers.
It's about showing you take security seriously and are proactive about mitigating risks. Now, this next question gets into your leadership abilities. How do you manage a team of e-commerce professionals?
All right, well, this is all about demonstrating your ability to motivate and inspire a team to achieve common goals. Are you a delegator, a collaborator, a coach? Be prepared to articulate your leadership style and give specific examples of how you've successfully led teams in the past.
So it's not just about giving orders, it's about creating a positive and productive work environment where your team feels empowered and supported.
Exactly. Effective leadership involves fostering open communication, providing constructive feedback, recognizing achievements, and empowering team members to take ownership.
What if the interviewer asks, "Tell me about a time you had to deal with a conflict within your team. How did you handle it?"
That's a chance to demonstrate your conflict resolution skills. Choose an example that highlights your ability to mediate disputes fairly. Listen to all perspectives and find a solution that benefits the team as a whole.
It's about showing you can navigate challenging situations with diplomacy and create a harmonious work environment. Remember, even with all this knowledge, interviews can be nerve-wracking. That's where RoleCatcher's AI-powered video practice tool can really help.
Oh, yeah.
You can record yourself answering these questions, and their AI will analyze your delivery body language and even the content of your answers.
It's like having a personal interview coach right in your pocket, helping you refine your presentation skills and boost your confidence.
We've covered a lot of ground in this section, but there's still more to explore. Welcome back to our deep dive on prepping for that e-business manager interview.
We've covered a lot of ground, right?
We have, from really understanding what the role is all about to practicing those tough interview questions.
Right.
But now let's talk about how RoleCatcher can give you that extra edge.
Oh, yeah. This is where the magic happens.
It is.
Yeah.
Right? And also, what does the future hold for this exciting field?
Yeah, where's this role going?
So I'm really impressed by how RoleCatcher's AI can personalize this whole preparation process.
It's like having a custom roadmap, to interview success.
It is, right? Remember how we talked about tailoring your resume and answers to each specific job?
Right.
RoleCatcher takes that to the next level.
Yeah.
Their AI actually analyzes the job description,
Mm-hmm.
scores your resume, and even suggests improvements
It's incredible.
to help you stand out from the crowd. It's fantastic.
It takes all the guesswork out
It does.
of what employers are looking for.
It does.
And it helps you present yourself as like the ideal candidate.
Yes, the ideal candidate.
Like a secret weapon.
It is.
Church.
It is a secret weapon, and it doesn't stop there.
No.
RoleCatcher's AI also provides feedback on your interview answers, so it helps you refine those responses
Oh, wow.
and make sure you're hitting all the right points.
It's amazing
Right.
how technology is transforming the job search process.
It really is. It's really cool.
Speaking of transformation, let's talk about the future of this e-business manager role. I mean, what trends are you seeing in e-commerce
Yeah,
that are going to shape this role in the coming years?
that's a great question, right? The e-commerce world is constantly changing.
Always evolving.
Business managers need to be adaptable and forward-thinking to stay ahead of the curve.
Absolutely.
What are some of the key trends that you're seeing?
Well, one major trend is this growing emphasis on personalization. I know customers, they expect tailored experiences.
Right.
So the business managers need to use data and AI to deliver those personalized journeys. We're also seeing a huge shift towards mobile-first experiences.
That's right. So it's not just about managing websites anymore. It's about creating seamless experiences across all those devices.
Exactly. From smartphones to tablets to desktops, you got to be everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, right? And with the rise of, things like social commerce and shoppable video content, the business managers need to be savvy about using those new channels to reach customers.
Absolutely.
And of course, data analysis is becoming so important.
More and more.
Business managers need to be really comfortable with using that data to make those decisions and measure how effective their strategies are.
Data is king.
Data is king, that's right.
It sounds like the role of the business manager is just expanding.
It is.
And becoming even more multifaceted.
It is very multifaceted.
What advice would you give to someone just starting out in this field?
That is a great question.
Yeah.
What advice would you give?
I would say embrace lifelong learning.
Okay.
Because technology is changing so rapidly.
Yeah.
The skills you need today might be different from the skills you need tomorrow. So stay curious, experiment with new tools and platforms, and never stop learning.
That's great advice. And don't forget to leverage the power of AI. RoleCatcher's tools can give you a real edge
Oh, for sure.
in your job search and help you land that dream role.
Absolutely.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have a lot of information.
We have. But here's one final thought to leave you with.
Okay.
Even in this digital world, networking still matters.
It's so important.
So attend those industry events, connect with people on LinkedIn, build relationships with professionals in your field.
Right.
Because those connections can be so valuable for your career growth, you never know where your next opportunity will come from.
Exactly.
So to wrap things up, remember to really showcase your adaptability, your data-driven decision-making skills, and your passion for this ever-evolving world of e-commerce.
Right.
Now go out there and ace that interview.
You got
It's cheering you on.